Alright.
And we're off. Alright, so we're here with the game Heliborne. We're going to do kind of a review slash talk about the game a little bit, what we know, which honestly isn't a whole lot. It's basically, I see it as the next big War Thunder style game. Do you want to talk a little bit about the gameplay itself, Rip?
Yeah. So, Heliborne itself is, obviously you can see that you're controlling helicopters, and you fight just, against other players in a style that's similar to War Thunder in the same sense that, you have ground objectives that you need to destroy and bases that you need to capture, but it's not the same in the sense that you need to do the same things as in War Thunder, which is a game that mostly focuses on aerial combat. With Heliborne, you focus more on capturing bases on the ground, and then at the top of the screen, you can see that there are two black bars. Now, once you start capturing bases, those bars will fill up with either blue or orange, depending on what side you're on. The orange is always you, and then you try and capture bases, and at the end of the game, whoever can fill that bar up the fastest wins the game. And it's more focused on capturing bases and destroying armored units that come in, rather than, dogfighting with helicopters, which is something that a game, in this day and age hasn't really done before, as far as my knowledge.
Yeah, which is really unique and really, to me, or to us, oh wow, I crashed. Anyways, to us, really gave it its appeal. It's very easy to pick up and get into right away. There's not really a whole lot to learn about this game. You just pick it up and go. It's really playable in that aspect. When we first started playing it, it was the day that it very first came out on Steam. And so far, it has been really good. It's undergone a couple of updates. At first, it was a little... we were kind of hesitant to give it a good review because the hitboxes were really wonky. There was a lot of glitches, but they've really polished up the game. Now, mind you, we're on update, what, 3?
Something like that, yeah.
3 or 4. So, despite, low optimization right now, and low FPS, and some strange glitches here and there, it's a very, very good and very playable game. Just pick up and go, as I said. And, oh, you got a helo coming in on you. I'm breaking off to engage.
Roger.
But in the sense that, War Thunder, it takes a little bit of getting used to the controls, especially now after they changed it. It's, this game's definitely got a huge potential.
As far as gameplay aspects go, obviously, you have a whole slurry of helicopters to pick from. Right now, there are only 3 maps, and you can pick between 2 teams. One team with American helicopters, and the other team with Russian helicopters. And depending on what map you're on, so far, the 3 maps are... 2 of them are in Vietnam. This is one of them. Nguyen, I think it's called. Strelick and I just call it rice fields, because, hey, here's some rice fields. And bullets flying towards me. Hello.
Oh, what do you got?
That's a Huey.
Raj. Oh, he's on... Oh, no. Okay. Hold on, break off.
He's down.
Got him.
Very nice. But,
I'm gonna go take out his ground base.
Raj. But yeah, as I was saying, you have, a whole assortment of helicopters to choose from, both American and Russian. They might be adding more helicopters later on. As far as that, we don't know quite yet. And, for each helicopter you can choose from, you can choose either like a transport helicopter, an attack helicopter, recon, all that sort of stuff. And they all vary on both how many troops that they have and their armaments, because as you can see on the left side of the screen, you have how many dudes that I have. On the top side with the 3 guys, that's how many troops that I can land at a base, and they can capture the base, and then the guys under that with the rocket launcher, those are AA units. Now those are very, very important in battles, because not all helicopters have chaff, which is the Q under that, because chaff is really important for anti-air. If there are any anti-aircraft soldiers down on the ground, you can just pop that stuff, and then the missiles will go off in that direction because heat-seeking. And then after that, obviously, you have like guns, missiles, and other stuff. And each helicopter usually has like 1 to 2 different loadouts of what like armaments you can take. Like on this helicopter, I didn't have to choose this set. I just like it because it's got like multiple guns. I can do 2 guns on the side or my nose gun on the front. And each have like different firing speeds. Sometimes helicopters have rockets with their loadouts. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have chaff. Sometimes they don't. Actually, right now is a great time where you can see all of these helicopters that they have to offer. And they have different loadouts and everything. I'm gonna still stick with the Mi-8, but this time we're gonna go with the third option. As you can see now, I have a lot of rockets, but no machine guns on the sides. So Strelic, you want to talk a little bit about the dev team?
The dev team, a lot of their reports are a little hard to follow as they are non-native English speakers. Obviously, translators aren't very reliable with English, or any language for that matter, on the internet. But the dev team, it's a small crew, but they work fast. Thus far, they've produced quite a few updates in the little time that I've seen it. I'm not sure how long it's been in development, honestly, so I may be a little bit off on that, but since it's been on Steam for what now, 2 months?
Yeah.
Or so? Anyways, when it came out on Steam, it was a very unpolished game, and now we're at update 3 or 2.5 or something like that. And they're large updates, but they patch a lot of stuff. And if they break anything during their patch, or their update, they are always sure to follow up within the next 3 or so days and fix everything that was broken, which is very cool. I have a lot of faith in this dev team that they're going to give us a very unique style game, something that's never been done before, and something that's very, very interesting. I can't wait to see the new maps that they're going to be putting in soon. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be going for with the future gameplay, but yeah, what we have now is, as Rib had said, you basically transport ground teams between the different bases that you see marked on your minimap on the bottom right, and you have, beyond that, you transport them, you land them, you secure said base, and then a convoy or some such will bring in more reinforcements for you. By the way, I wouldn't recommend going out there. There's a lot of people back in that direction.
Yeah.
I'll try and fly escort.
I'm just trying to help out this guy with the firefight with a Huey right now.
Raj. But occasionally there's a dogfight, but it's usually that doesn't happen until later on in the. There we go. It usually doesn't happen on until later in the gameplay because everybody's focused on trying to land their helicopters. A lot of attack helicopters you'll see kind of stay off away from the battle and use their long-range guidance systems to help out their ground crews, and then they'll come in and get into dogfights and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I really hope that there are more ground objectives to take, like, say, destroy a fuel dump with your helicopter, then land troops there, and, stuff like that. Because right now, as I said, you take troops from one place to another, land, rearm, refit, refuel, and then go back out and do it again, which is nice. It's very unique, but it feels like it's missing something. Also, another objective is to stop enemy convoys from reaching their forward base of operations, and or forward operating bases rather, because as you can see, there's some that don't have a color and some that just have a circle around them. The ones with the circle around them means that they are unguarded, essentially. So, you know, before their reinforcements come in via ground, there's really nothing there aside from the troops that you drop off, so they're very ill-equipped for a sustained firefight. And mind you, maybe down the road your enemy has captured one and you're behind enemy lines capturing that base, so the enemy convoy actually goes through there and your guys have to fend that off, which is pretty cool. And stuff like that happening is just really sound gameplay in my opinion. The dev team is, as far as my knowledge exceeds, they are working on more maps and helicopters, and as well as polishing the hitboxes. Those have been the last couple of updates, is polishing everything off. Before, you could pump 30mm cannon fire into a bird all day long and nothing would happen. Now you hit them with 130 mic and their tail boom just freaks out and they crash. It's constantly being updated, and it's definitely got a lot of potential, as I've been saying.
Alright, I think we probably have covered all the bases now of what the guys need to know about the game and how the game is going. Oh, something that I think we may have not mentioned is that this game currently is in early access and is on Steam for only $10. So if you want to show these guys some love and pick it up, alright, Strelic and I highly recommend it. We play this game quite often, so you might even be able to get into a game with us. And yeah, now that we're done talking about the game, we can focus more on the gameplay.
And as always, have fun and kick ass. Aw, shit.